What's up, guys? Started the session here. We 3-bet kings coming for a check raise. Try to build this pot. We're both somewhat deep, so I want to build it a little more and a little quicker if possible. And he just folds. Too bad. 6 tables going. We'll just complete here. Flop top pair. Woo. I think now we come out big, actually. We can still get called by some weaker jacks and some sevens and some spades, perhaps. Some baby flushes might have checked back. And now I'm not sure what we beat, but I'm going to block or value bet this river. And we do get paid. Let's see what he had. Ace 9 high. 30 double. Do not bluff. Do not bluff. The yawns are coming in hard today, boys and girls. All right, jacks are raising up here in position. We're going to try to make serial killer, who's a green labels, life. Miserable. And he calls. Not a good flop. But we are going to one and done it still. We have a lot of kings in our range. If he doesn't have diamonds, it'll be hard for him to continue. And if he does have diamonds, he should be letting go of them right here. We can still hit a queen. And he does call. And the question now is, do I just go for it? And I think I want to. I think I want to go for it. Going for it. We get the fold. I don't know. He's going to have some two pair there that I'll have to let go on the diamond. We have the jack of diamonds as a blocker. If he had a made hand, why didn't he just raise turn, you know? Could have got it in on the turn, so felt like he was bricky. And again, I felt like he would have folded some diamonds, quite a few of them anyway, on the turn to our turn bet. So we went for glory on the river. The 3-barrel bluff. Squeezing here, they say. Fold, probably. Send me all that. We have an ace blocker, which is somewhat relevant. Folding here to ace king. Pocket kings, 2 hearts, open. Jacks, open. Be nice if somebody sat down at this table with us. Nobody wants to play with us. Woo! Sorry, it was a nice 4 a.m.er last night with the kids. They wouldn't sleep. Then the dog had to pee. The whole 9 yards. It is 9 yards, right? Turn trips. Which is nice. The best trips that exists other than ace 8 or 9-8, for example. But Yoshi Smokes not really coming out betting. Like, honestly, he probably has his beat right now. We just can't fold with this hand. So we'll start by calling. He's not really betting light ever. We do boat up on the river, but again, I don't think we're winning. We just can't fold. I mean, some people will think I'm crazy here for not raising, but again, I don't think we're winning. I think we lose to ace 8. Pocket 9s. I'm just going to call. And he did have an 8 himself. I don't know if that's calling a raise. But we were ahead. I guess playing cautiously may have got us an extra bet there. 6s versus under the gun is the only time. Versus the under the gun opens the only time I recommend calling out of the small blind with callable hands. I'm going to start with a check. There's going to be some decent turn cards that I'm going to be able to wrap the nut straight with. And on the 7, I think I'm going to turn my hand into a bluff here. We do block a set of threes. I feel like somebody would have bet a 7 already. So we just win here quite often. And there's gonna be a lot of 7s that check back there too, but when the second 7 comes, it just becomes that much less likely that somebody has it. So I don't mind being the representative to say, hey, I've got the 7. Plus add a blocker to the 3. We got 2 overcards. Wait, an overpair rather. I don't know. We're not Omaha specialists, but we do splash. We do splash. King Queen. It's a decent flop. Any 7 or deuce gives us a straight if somebody doesn't already have one. But we do block it to an extent. We have backdoor hearts as well. So I am going to pot it. Try to get some folds. But we have decent equity. I bet here. I don't know if the sizing here is supposed to be smaller, but I just want to target a queen that gets called twice, like Queen Jack, for example. And it looks like he does call twice. Is it Queen Jack? Let's see. Let's see. Oh, he's got it grayed out. We can't see this one. I don't even know how to do that, to be honest. Oh, what is happening here? Chamstar's one of the better players at this level, so I don't think we're winning here. I think he would have called with 9-7. I guess some 2-pair. I might be stuck calling now. And here, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do here. I think we start with 1 call. I'm checking back here now. He had a set. I'm going to call 1 more here as long as it's not a diamond. Then I'm going to reevaluate on the river. Top left. He checks. What's he checking with? I don't know. What's he raise checking with here? I mean, if I bet, I have to call off. That's the thing. So I think I just have to bet call off here. And if he has like a set, then he's just completely owned me. But he could be just going for a check shove here with like ace jack of diamonds, for example, too. So that's why I'm stuck calling off. But he's going to be raising us on flop with like queen jack, any flush draw essentially, maybe with an overpair. I think he's contemplating now that I just check call here. Yeah. And he may have gotten there with ace queen, let's say. I doubt it. I think he's on a flush draw. He's got queen jack or a flush draw. And I mean, now we're just checking back, but I think we at least now we beat all flush draws. Same hand. Okay. Okay. Weird, but all right. I guess that was played well. Come on, fire this table up, boys. Where are you? We bought a shoulder massager. Should we get that going? Should we get that going while we're YouTubing? Let's see. Give us a 7 one time, though, for the kids. Call. Snap fold. Going to overbet here. The reason I'm overbetting is in the event that somebody has like an 8 or a 10, we can still hit a club. And in the event that somebody has just a high club, then we're ahead. And we charge that hand. So it's one of those spots, you know, and we just win here a lot of the time too with an overbet. Checking here. He's got a short stack. I'm gonna come out betting now with the flush draw. We get the 7s through. I don't know if that was a bluff or a value bet, but it was kind of both. Calling now. It's got a 4, I'm assuming. Yeah. Club though. Okay, we get half. This guy, like, I would maybe come in for a raise here with this ace of diamonds. Because I know this guy's, like, just snap calling everything. I'm tempted to just call one for a jack and then like just pot shove river. And I bet you he calls me. Jack. Close. Giving up now. Giving up. We're ahead of some of his stuff too. I have no jacks. I have no queen blockers, or else I'd bet this. And Yoshi Smokes is a good player. We do have a 9 blocker, and now I don't know. I don't know if we bluff this. I think he just picks us off if we do. And that was definitely calling. I was definitely calling. So good thing we didn't. It felt weird. Gonna be double barreling this with ace jack. I'm gonna be betting on any queen, 10, heart, ace. And we're gonna size down on this turn though. We don't really want him going anywhere. We still want him calling with a king. We still want him calling with an 8. And I think we win here almost always, but we're just gonna size down small enough that he calls us with a king. I don't think he's calling with anything else. Here you go. Let's see. What was it? Oh, he turned an ace. He had the flush draw to go with it. So we get... Maybe could have got a little bit more there. Calling here with the 7s. And the flush draw, king high. Oh, God, the neck. The neck is killer. Folding on that flop. And we'll take this video another 15 minutes to 3 o'clock. And start with just the small bet here. And I think for him to just call, I'm just gonna. I may check call here, or sorry. It looked like he was going for a check call there. So I don't mind just checking back. We have a king. We have somewhat showdown value in our hand. Jack 8, just calling here. We check back flop 2, just call on the turn. And then we're potting this with aces, single suited versus Yoshi. Checking back Jack 8 up here. And betting super small here. I'm going to be calling a raise. Trying to just get value from a 10 or some kind of bricked diamond draw. Calling versus dirty double. He's the call station fish that we have been targeting. We just have not been able to make a hand against him yet. And wow, comes out barreling. I mean, he's never putting this much in. Talking about this here. He's never putting this much in without some kind of a hand. Question is, if we call one and a spade comes, a deuce comes, probably good. And spade, deuce, or ace would probably be able to take away this pot from him. So we are going to call one. And now we just lose, unfortunately. Nice hand. Nice hand, sir. And now we pick up kings over here. Yoshi's a good player. He's a very good player. He puts you in some really tough spots. I think our flop call is probably good, and then he turns us quite a bit. Versus Wyram of Shiv, we battle quite a bit in the 3 bets and the 4 bets pre-flop, so I'm just happy to get ace king in here. Not really thinking twice about it. He folds. He's 3-betting so light against me. Not a horrible flop. We win whenever somebody doesn't have an 8, so we're just going to come out betting, and we have a wrap, basically. We have all the straight draws. Boy. It's that time of year. Everyone's getting sick. Opening ace 4, 3, 5 suited. With the nutter ball. I mean, this flop sucks. Right? We're going to turn quite a few draws, though. Question is for half stack. I really don't care about it, so have it. Opening king jack. Holding that. Fold, fold. We are up to 765 here. We are up 400 over here. We're up 124 over here. We're not really down on any tables, so we're doing all right so far. Gonna value this. The 9, and I'm gonna check call on this turn, or river rather. Just give him an opportunity to bluff his missed spades if he has them. Ace high. Again, I'm gonna be getting into a lot of pots here with 30 double. I don't mind doing it. Ace deuce is gonna be a tricky hand to play, but nonetheless, start by checking. I'm gonna put in a raise right away here with the queen 10 up top right. And I think my deuce is actually good here quite a bit. So I'm going to pot here and check call bet on the river if he calls. And we're going to get queen 10 all in. He's got queen 4. Yikes. And we bowed up twice. Send that money. That guy lit 200 bucks on fire. What did he have here? Queen 4. Ooh. Yeah, he just puts in 150 bucks with nothing. Well, top pair weak kicker. I don't know. What do you think I have, dude? Maybe he put me on a flush draw or like king jack or something. But even versus that, like that range of hands, like you're in bad shape. Like, things aren't really looking too good for you. And if you guys are watching this and you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button so that I can hopefully make money on YouTube. And by the time I'm 75 years old, just head on over there now and hit subscribe. We do have kids. We would like to feed them, obviously. Yeah, we do win a bit playing poker, but a little extra residual income via YouTube wouldn't hurt. It would not hurt at all. Wyram. I'm going to come in for an overbet here. We have 2 overs and a gutter to the nut, and he's going to have some middling pairs that are going to be put in a tough spot here that probably just have to fold. And he's going to be winning, or ahead of us anyway, with a lot of ace highs. So we'll take that down. And if you aren't mixing and playing around with your overbets, I highly recommend doing it and learning how and when to do it. I like to overbet um, on the turn a lot and the river. I don't think I ever overbet on the flop unless I'm playing against a complete call station with the nuts. But for the most part, I'm overbetting on the turn and I'm overbetting on the river. And I'm mixing in those overbets with both super value and heavy equity bluffs. And then I've got my odd air overbet as well. Versus ranges that I think I can just lean on, depending on the opponent, of course. Sometimes you're just gonna get some really call heavy opponents that doesn't matter how much sense it makes for you to bluff, depending on what cards come or what you're supposed to have. Sometimes they're just not folding. So you've got to know who those guys are. I'm going to call one here with the jack. We can hit a 10 for the straight, and then we've got two backdoor flush draws. So we'll just call one. If he doesn't have a straight, it's going to be hard for him to bet here. And if he does check back, I am going to pot the river. Because why wouldn't you bet here with a straight? And now we do have a straight. And he probably does too. I think we both do. But I think if that river doesn't come to 10 and we pot the river, I think we just win. Calling with nines up here. And I'm just going to check call now in the event that he has somehow any bluffs. Down here, I'm going to overbet this river because it looks like he was betting on that turn with an ace, and it looks like we just called with a club. And now we're trying to get him to fold when we missed our clubs. So I think we can get called here by an ace. Nope. Now we just call here and chop probably. There you go. Twos, I will check back. Try to get the showdown. And look at this. P green coming in for it. But why'd you fold, Palvies? Why would you do that? So I'm going to call here with nines. Like, we're never good, but we are going to set mine. I think this guy may come in behind me. I'm shocked that this guy didn't call. But we're both deep, so if we hit our 9, we could potentially win a pretty big hand. 9 of spades, please. Oh. They gave us the spades, but not the 9. And now we don't even want the 9 of spades. Now we don't want anything. We pretty much lose this hand, always. Too bad. Too bad. So tempting to rip here. I bet you he's got like ace queen of spades or 2 kings. I'm folding though, unfortunately. Whatever this guy is betting with is going to be so nutted. He probably has, or it could be ace king with the ace of spades or something like that, right? There's so many nutted hands he can have. Aces with the ace of spades. We're up to 23 mins. We'll go another 7 minutes. We'll wrap this video up. Try not to make these things longer than half an hour because it's just too long. It's just too long. It's something that I haven't heard very often in life. In my dreams, I hear it all the time. Tens here, we're gonna 4-bet fold to a shove. I mean, maybe we're not actually, because that guy is a short stack. But whenever these short stackers do shove, usually they're pretty nutted. We'll see if he calls. That's a good sign. And he could call with like a hand like jacks as well, because sometimes they don't know to just put it in. But at this point now, I'm just betting calling off. So good luck, us. Eights. I'm not sure how this action went. I can't remember how this action went. I'm forgetting. I'm assuming I 3-bet and he called. And I'm going to call one. And I'm tempted now to turn that ace into a bluff. Folding that. I think I am going to turn that ace into a bluff. Maybe not. I don't know. Whatever he's raising me with here. going to consist of... It's close. It's close. He might do that with like sixes, sevens. He might do that with like king, queen of diamonds. I don't know. We're going to go for it. We're going for it. Snaps it off with a 5. Okay. You take it. You take it. Horrible. Horrible. We knew we should just be folding that flop. See, we get sticky sometimes and we just give away our money. But what's important is that you learn from your mistakes. Bet getting this in. It's too bad. We lit 150 bucks on fire there, but a guy before that lit 150 bucks on fire to us, so. All right, call. Flush draw, yep. Boat up on turn. All right, we get a little bit of that money back. Still doing pretty well in this session, though, overall. We're up here. Still up a bit here. I guess we gave halfway our stack away over here, and then we're up a bit here. We're up quite a bit here. That hand's going to bother me now. Calls, flop strips, min raises me. I mean, the min raise should just be screaming. Like, you suck. You suck. And by you, I mean me. Like, I suck. Why am I calling there? That min raise is just pure strength. Even if he's min raising with, like, ace-x of diamonds, we're losing to that now, too. I don't know. Yeah, one of those brain farts. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? I'm going to start with a check here. We have an open-ender. We just want the 4, though. The 4 is really the only good card for us. We are getting pot odds, so we'll call for 1-4. 10 no bueno. We're going to be giving up on that. And the 8, we're just going to check call here with the diamonds. Dirty double, we're going to size up huge because we know that he's just a call station. And we have aces. I think we get our money back here. He's under the gun, too, so he's going to have a pretty strong range. Just calls. And he just open shoves. I mean, we're not folding aces here. He could have like a set or a flop straight, but we're not folding aces, so. Wow. Hold! Let's go. Let's go. We knew we were going to get our money back from this guy. But boy, did he make us sweat on that board. Not folding aces. Not doing it. Not doing it, my friend. Not to you anyway. You want me to fold aces? You gotta start folding some hands. Start with a small bet here with ace queen. We have a huge range advantage here. And then here we have a set. So we'll just start by betting. We only lose to kings. And if they do have pocket kings, we can still hit a jack or a 10 to win. Again, we're just betting with the ace queen. He's going to have a lot of king queens himself. Jack 10s. He's going to have some king x of clubs. He's going to have some king 10s maybe. Could be losing too. Oh, now we're losing to a lot. And now do I just go for it? Like, if he had a hand like ace jack, for example. I don't know. We're too high up to turn that into a bluff, I think. So, not crazy about the king, but I think I'm going to be check calling this. And he doesn't even shove, which really, it makes me hate it even more. King, queen. We block king, queen. He never has ace, king. I don't know. King, jack. Take it. Yeah, these red labels, like, they're just never bluffing. I don't, like, sometimes I forget that. Why, like, they're not bluffing. Serial, only because he's a green label I'm going to call here with my set. Otherwise, I'm never good. There we go. And I want to punish Paul V's now, but I'll probably end up punishing myself with the jack 10 here. Let's see. He has aces. Who's that? Worm. Okay. I'm just going to come out betting the jacks now. because we're going to get called by a queen pretty often. We're going to get called by king 10. We'll get called by ace king. We'll get called by all spades. There's quite a bit that's calling us. We lose the spades now. Wyram could be also have a better jack. So we're going to go in the check call here now. If he goes big here, we can certainly be beat. Checking back here now with this when the spade comes in here. 3 of spades comes in on both these boards on the turn. And I think now we just got to let her go. Got to let her go there. Calling one here. That's a great card for us. We lose the queen jack. We chop with all other jacks. And I think we just have to let him bluff. It looks like we have a queen as well with like some kind of a spade. So he may try to rep that. No, he doesn't. He waves the white flag. Let's see what he had. Wow, he did have flush. So good river card for us. Sorry, I'm not sorry. Here, we'll send him the Kleenex box for his tears. Pot that one. Let's go. 7's coming on this flop. I know it is. This guy's a green label, half stacking. All right. I'll give action to the fish. Okay, the 7 didn't come, but the 6 did. The 6 came. We'll give action to the fish. %. Sorry, my friend. Oh, what did you say? Misclick? Oh, motherfucker. Nice. Nice. Sorry, bro. Sorry, bro. We got you on cam, though. I'm going to bet this. We block 7s, and we can hit an 8, and we charge clubs. And nobody raises. Now we have 2 pair. 8-9 gets there, which we block. So now I'm going to bet fold to a raise. Just to protect. Yikes. That's too bad. That's too bad. He doesn't have a full stack, so I'm tempted to call that. I guess we can still hit an 8 for a chop. Or a jack or a 7. But I don't think we're good here ever. I don't think we're good here ever. I'm going to overbet down here, bottom left. All right. Oh, we're all right. Oh, we were 52%. This guy hit the diamond. We had him. We had him. He just had 2 flush draws. And we get min click back over here versus Paul Harvey. Now we just got to call 1 for a club. Like, not really much we can do. All right. Lose that one too. We get lucky first versus Gabica here, and then we just give it all back. But we're definitely calling this one. Definitely calling that one. Flop 2 pair with an open ender. We're getting this in. We don't want to see diamonds. This guy's going to get stacked again here. He's shoving for sure. No? Okay. We don't want to see Cham put his money in because he doesn't really put his money in bad. He's usually putting his money in pretty good. So we just want an 8-5. I mean, hopefully he doesn't have a set of 10s or something, but we just want... They both call. So we just want a 6, please, or red 6. Red 6 for the win, no diamonds. Oh, black 6 is good. Let's go. They both had a flush draw, by the way. They both had a flush draw, so send all that money. Gabica gets stacked again. Oh, boy. What'd you have? You had a pair and a flush draw. You also had a pair and a flush draw. But I had 2 pair and an open-ended straight draw, all right? So, technically, I had the best hand. And you both blocked each other's outs, so my condolences to that. Calling 1 here with the backdoor hearts, backdoor spades, and the queen ball. No dice. But we do make 2 pair. And we still have the gutter to the nutter ball. Gutter to the nutter. And this guy's not really betting too big, and he's a fish. So I don't know how many sets he has. We block sets. We'll call one more. And we're on a heater, so why end the heater? Why end the heater? Queen is the nuts. Oh my god. It gets I think we chop a lot here, like if we're called. It's very hard for people to call here, so I think I have to just size down. Try to get called by like 2 pair or a set or something. We do get called, so thank you. That looks like a set to me. Set of 9s, perhaps? Oh, he's got it blocked out. I don't know how they'd do that. I know it's in settings somewhere, but... Okay, we are up to 1,300 bucks here on this table. And now we pick up aces. We have an ace blocker. Gotta be careful. This guy's deep. I'm just gonna be bet folding here one more time. If he any resistance, we lose this hand basically. And now we just check giving up. So we give a little bit back. That's how this game goes. You take a little, you give a little. Wyram, you want to go heads up, my boy? Let's go heads up. All right, we're going to go... we'll go an hour on this video just because we're having fun. We're having fun. Queen blocker, we're potting this. Backdoor diamond draw. And this guy just runs horrible, so... That's got to play a role. Sienna, go to bed. Thank you. Just going to call here. Because this guy's definitely getting impatient. So if I 3-bet him, I think he'll 4-bet me. And I'm folding here. And versus Wyram again, I'm happy to 4-bet get this in. He's just too loose with me. Like, he's just 3-betting way too much, so... We're going to have a decent amount of blockers. Like, when it comes a king or it comes a 9, like, I'm going to be able to bluff quite a bit. So, checking back here, we have a 7. Now we have 2 pair. The thing is, like, I don't think my 2 pair is good right now. And if the king or the 9 does come on the river, I don't think that this guy's going to make a big fold to me if I try to rep. I also have 2 guys behind me, so I'm going to fold. And here I'm going to go for a check raise versus Wyram. And he checks. Now I'm going to come in for an overbet. And I'm going to shove the river as long as it's not a spade. I'm going to target an ace here with an overbet and charge hearts. Went for a check raise here with king 4 as a bluff. 1 and done. There we go. He's going to have nothing just as often as I do, but when I c-bet there, he's going to put me in a world of hurt in position a lot more than like when I c-bet than when I go for a check raise. When he checks back, I can still bluff. I can still delayed c-bet turn, right? If he checks back. But I think there we're going to have a lot of nutted hands, and so it's important to balance it with some bluffs that are very easy to get away from because like I had nothing there. I was a 0 equity bluff essentially. And, yeah, we play a pretty exploitive game. We'll just call here. I'm going to size up pretty big here with ace-king again. Heads up. He's going to be getting impatient. And tempted to go for check shove here or check raise again. I don't know if he'll go for it again, though. He might just check back now after the burn of what I did to him last hand. He does. And on the queen, that's our range. So I am just going to bet it. He's going to have hit the queen some of the time too, but I'm going to have more queens than him. Then he'll have hands like Jack 10 and stuff like that. Maybe 10-8. He'll have some pairs and stuff for sure. He should be checking back. Folding ace jack to green. He's a net. He should be checking back here 100% of the time unless he has a queen. So if he bets, I might call him with ace high. Okay, so yeah, he checked back. But if he bet there, it would be very difficult to believe him. This sucks, unfortunately. Hopefully he checks around and we hit an ace. Not yet. Check, 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 check. No. No dice. Check call here with the trip fives. He's going to have to be bluffing this board when the fourth diamond comes in quite a bit. And we have a high up in our range hand to defend with. But he is good. Call one here with the jack 10. Potting it here with the ace king. 3/4 pot. Pair and a flush draw. Flush draw's got to be good. I'm going to check back the ace king here. We have straight draw opportunities as well. And now I'm going to bet. And now I'm just going to check. We did have the best hand. He just rivered us, so. Our bet's good. Our check back's good. I wouldn't do anything different. Jackie boy. We got spades. Our jack is live too if we hit it. Start with a check. I don't know if our spades are going to be any good here. But we will call one probably. No, now we're not calling one. Now we are not calling one. Betting here versus this. We're going to range bet. For those of you who don't know what range bet means, essentially means my range is going to consist of more aces, kings, queens than his. And I don't know what raises here. Tempted to just reship this as a bluff. Versus wire him. All right, have it. I don't believe you at all, for the record, but have it. Have it. Check back. Heart. Thank you. I don't know if we're good, but thank you for the heart. Anyway. Sienna, get in bed. Nap time. Nap time, nap time. Twos of folds. I'll complete 5-3 out of the big blinds. Suited, mind you. Folding that. Calling with the ace-3. Calling on this board too. He's going to have missed this quite a bit. Our ace high is going to be good here pretty often. 3-betting the ace-4 versus the old man. Calling the ace-3. I'll call one more. I don't know how much I like that card, but I am going to blocker value bet this and fold to a raise, which he's going to be doing with diamonds pretty often. And the old man 4-bets us, so you can have it. Calling here with our... We have 2 pair now. Let's start by betting. Horrible turn card. Horrible turn card. I'm going to turn my 9s into a bluff here. just because I don't like what he's trying to do here. We're going to turn some flush draws and straight draws and some sets some of the time if he does call. And if he's got a real hand, we force him to tell us right now if he's got a real hand. So he's going to have to shove, right? He min clicks us back. It's pretty, he's good. He's a good player. I'll give him that. I'll give him that. I don't want to fold just yet. I'm going to call one. Now we know he doesn't have sevens. Puts it in. Oh my god. Oh my god. I timed out check back here like a fucking idiot. Call one now. Calling two. Wow, this would be a crazy call. This would be a crazy call. I mean, he never has sevens, so it's only eights, and he never has kings, so it's only king seven or king eight. And then the rest are heart draws. All right, I don't know. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for the Hiroshima call. We're going to go for the Hiroshima call. King 8. Nice hand. I suck. I suck. All right, we'll end it on that one. That one was a bitter one. So bad. Just completely owned my soul. Good hand. Wire room of Shiv. The min click has gotten me today. Take care, guys. Have a good one. Bye-bye.